Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Collectors, which is it's our show on the entertainment enthusiast where we show off our collections of anything that we have in a physical media per se, whether it be 4Ks, Blu-rays, 4K Blu-rays, gaming, etc. So, with today's first episode of the Collectors, I decided to go ahead and want to show off my movie poster collection. Now, these are the posters you would see in any given theater. Whether it be any theater you go to, those posters you see hanging up, that's what these are. These are the authentic ones that you would see that I've collected for quite some time. So I decided to go ahead and decide to do the first episode of the Collectors. This is going to be a part one because I have some other ones upstairs in my room that I need to show off. But again, these are all the posters I've collected over time, and I put it in a portfolio, which I purchased. And it took me some time to get all my posters in this portfolio. So, without further ado, let's check out let's go ahead and show off all my posters. These are some good ones. And just because I have the posters, I mean, enjoyed the movie. I might have just gone it because the poster looked cool. So, without further ado, let's dive on in and show off, and welcome to the Collectors. Alright, so this is poster number 1. This is for Black Widow. I liked the movie, and I just thought these posters were cool. So again, this is the Black Widow poster. Again, thought it was a cool poster, figured I'd get it. Alright, so over here, the next one we have Free Guy. Again, this was a great video game movie. Ryan Reynolds, I love him. Yeah, hilarious movie. Had to get this poster. So again, this is number for Free Guy. It's my second one. The next one, Avatar: The Way of Water. I love the Avatar movies. I go for them for the visual aspects because James Cameron knows how to make a freaking movie. Visually, absolutely stunning. Had to get that poster, so I have many. So I had to get this. Had to get this one because it was a sweet looking poster for a visually stunning movie. All right, my next one, Guardians of the Galaxy. This is for the third one. This is the teaser poster that they did for the final Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Enjoyed the movie. Thought it was a pretty sweet looking poster. My next one, The Expendables 4. People hated this one. I enjoyed it for what it was. I just had to get this poster because it was sick looking. Thought it was cool visually. And yeah, just figured I'd check it out. Let me just move this over a little bit. There we go. So that's for The Expendables 4. The next one, The Equalizer 3. This thought it was a cool poster, and I need to get some Equalizer ones. Denzel's just awesome in anything he's in. And yeah, thought it was a sick looking poster, and it's a good reflection of what the actual movie was, him being dominant. My next one, Argyle. A lot of people didn't see this one. They thought it was quirky, and it didn't do well at the box office. I enjoyed it for what it was. A good time at the theater. It was entertaining. If you have Apple TV Plus, it's actually worth checking out. I thought it was a cool looking poster. That's why I wanted to get it. The next one, The Fall Guy. This movie is seriously underrated, and it should have done way better at the box office if the studio had given it a chance. Let it be in there, because this is going to become a new cult classic, and it's a homage to the stunt community. This was an awesome movie, and again, there was a mix about the genres. I went in, I had a good time. I like Gosling, I like Emily Blunt. It was just a sweet looking poster. Alright, I'm going to pause it real quick so I can adjust, so I can get a good view of the next couple posters for everybody to check out. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, the next one is Shang-Chi, The Legend of the Ten Rings. This movie's awesome. I went in thinking, I didn't know if this was going to be as good as I thought it was going to be. I saw it, thought it was awesome, and I had to have the poster. Also, another sick-looking poster for Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. I enjoyed the movie for what it was. Not many people liked it. I didn't care. I enjoyed it. That's why. And the poster just looks sick. The Last Stand. Arnold Schwarzenegger, and surprisingly had Johnny Knoxville in this. This was an entertaining one. This is Arnold's first movie back in theaters as a starring role ever since his term as the California governor. It was an entertaining movie, and the poster just looks sick. Homefront. It's the next one. Jason Statham one, get back in 2013. It was entertaining. Didn't do as hot. Because they did the adaptation based off the last book of the series instead of the first book. I enjoyed it. It was Jason Statham. I've seen a lot of better ones of his, but still was entertaining nonetheless. Plus, seeing them with mullet hair, which is very rare. It was pretty fun to see. But yeah, again, I thought it was a cool poster. The next one, Killer Elite, another Jason Statham one. Again, it was just a sick poster. Entertaining movie, but again, really cool poster. Spy. This movie's absolutely hilarious, and I had to get this one. Again, if you don't like Melissa McCarthy, you're not going to like this one at all. And this one has another Statham in it, but he makes fun of himself for it, and he's absolutely hilarious. Yeah, this was a funny movie. Had a great time in theaters. I was crying, laughing for so hard. It was such a funny movie. The next one, I had to get another Expendable because I'm a big Stallone, and like all the guys are involved with the Expendables. This is the stuff I grew up with, a Stallone, and Statham's the new Stallone. But again, I thought this was a cool poster. Just had to have this one. All right, next one. Deadpool and Wolverine. You're going to see many Deadpool ones I have because Deadpool was like my favorite Marvel character. And also, it was just a sick poster. So I pretty much have all of the Deadpool ones from Deadpool and Wolverine. Yeah, it was just an awesome looking poster. I liked the Black Adam poster. I thought it was cool looking. The movie was alright. It was decent. It was entertaining. I had fun with it. Again, it was just a cool poster. One of my favorite movies in 2010. This was the year of the team-up movies, The Losers. Yeah, this was just a fun, dumb, fun action movie based off the DC Vertigo comics, Dark Castle. This was just fun. If you just want to have dumb fun, you're gonna get it with The Losers. Now, this movie wasn't as great as I was hoping, but again, I had to have it because Selena's just an absolute badass. This is the Underworld Blood Wars poster. Again, she's a badass, and I had to have that one. Safe House. This was just an awesome movie. I saw this when it came out in 2012. This was just fun. Ryan Reynolds in not a comedy, a straight up action movie, and teaming him with Denzel. Just a fun movie. It was just an awesome movie. Another Denzel movie, The Equalizer. This was the teaser poster for the very first Equalizer. Thought it was pretty cool because that's the only one I really could find. Again, another Celine poster for Underworld Awakening. I saw this one with my dad. This was just a cool looking poster, and she was an absolute badass in this movie. Okay, next, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. This is the actual poster for it. Again, I just had to get a bunch of Marvel posters, because I'm a fan of Marvel, and I'm a fan of DC, and all that good stuff. But, again, this was just a fun movie, and it was a cool poster. Alright, this is an awesome one. This is the teaser poster for The Dark Knight Rises. Yeah, I had this one up, like behind my bed at college, and essentially The Dark Knight was watching it. But yeah, this was just an awesome poster. John Wick Chapter 4. Yeah, saw this poster. It was just awesome. And his tie being the TikTok and the bullet casings. Yeah, John Wick Chapter 4 was the best one out of John Wick's. I love the John Wicks. Love Keanu. This is just an awesome movie. And this movie deserves stunts. Like, stunt category. Now they waited to the last minute to decide, oh yeah, we're going to have stunts at the 100th Oscars. Should have had it sooner. But again, John Wick Chapter 4, absolutely just awesome. Rambo Last Blood. I thought this poster was sick. Movie was entertaining, but it's not as great as the other ones. That's the fourth one, but this was just an awesome poster. I had to have it. Yep, Beekeeper. This was a sick poster, and this movie was just awesome. I had to have this one. Another Expendable poster. Yep, because of course, having being the first time to have all these guys in one movie at the same together. Just it was just fun. What it was. Thor Ragnarok. It's a great Marvel movie. Great Thor movie. Sick poster. Most people hated this one. I enjoyed it for what it was, and I got criticized for it, but I don't really care. I enjoyed this one. Poster was sick. Poster looks cool. Yeah. Yeah. Fast X. This one is this was a fun one. Again, you know what you're gonna get with the Fast and Furious movies. Ridiculous. Just beyond ridiculousness. Define the laws of gravity. Yeah, and this one was fun. Jason Momoa was hilarious as Dante. Ends on a cliffhanger. It was a sick poster. I wanted to get this one. This one I was bummed I didn't get to see in theaters because this was just awesome. It was just fun vampire action flick, and he was Paul Bettany was a badass in this one. This one was a great looking poster for the Meg 2. And this one was more ridiculous than the first one, and actually played to the strengths. We got Statham. Let's have him fight. And he did a lot of that, punching some fishes, stopping a shark with his leg. It was absolutely ridiculous and absolute fun. The Jason Bourne 2016 poster, yeah. I had to have get one of the Bourne posters because this one was fun. This was just a fun movie. Yeah, just fun and him being a badass. Careful, there we go. Okay, another Avatar poster. This is the very first one that they released for it. Yep. This is for the Equalizer 2 Equalizer 2 poster. It's cool. And I like the Equalizer flicks. This was a cool poster. Ant-Man, most people hated it. I enjoyed it for what it was. It was entertaining. Again, I enjoy this type of stuff, so I thought the poster looked cool. But now, in retrospect, with Kane no longer being the baddie, it's kind of like kind of counterintuitive. But at the time, this was a cool poster. Okay, I just go out and say this movie sucked. I'll just say it. Poster looked cool. The movie's lame, boring, yeah. The only highlight was the cats. Poster's cool, movie sucked. Yep, and here's the second of the many Deadpool posters I have. Yeah, I had to have this one. These are really cool looking, but they get funnier as we progress. This is one of my favorite posters, because it was like, I didn't have to do anything extra to get this one. We were at Awesome Con, and we just seen Endgame the night before, and there was a booth, and we just had to show them our ticket, and I was able to get this poster. Yeah, this was sick, this was awesome, and this is one of my favorite posters, because this is an awesome poster. Detective Pikachu, yeah, I enjoyed this movie, it was entertaining. I don't play Pokemon, but I thought it was pretty funny, and having Ryan Reynolds as Pikachu is hilarious. Especially the promotions that he did to get up to that. Alright, my other one, No Time to Die. I enjoyed this one. This is one of my few favorite Bond movies. This was Daniel Craig's last outing. This was just fun. Most people didn't like this one. I enjoyed it. I had fun time watching him just be a badass. Great characters. Great action. Great score, just everything about it was entertaining. And I had to at least get a Bond poster because I don't have many authentic ones. The Catching Fire poster, yeah, this was a cool one. I was Team Katniss all the way. And because she was just a badass, and this was just a sweet poster. Total Recall, yeah, this is the reboot. For a reboot, this was actually entertaining. They actually kind of changed it up a little bit to make it not feel like the original, and they didn't try to replicate it or do something new. They changed it up a little bit, and then having Kate Beckinsale be the villain, play the Laurie being the Cohagen version role. Thought that was a nice little twist on a really entertaining movie. Is it as great at best as better than the original? Absolutely not. Arnold's top notch, but for what this was entertaining for what it was. Gladiator 2, this movie was just fun. I had a good time with it. My expectations were exceeded. Got to see some sharks, see some good battle sequences. Yeah, and I had to get this poster because it was just cool. Alright, this is for Deadpool 2, making fun of one of the iconic poses. Yeah, this was pretty funny. Dead Reckoning Part 1. Now it's the Final Reckoning, so the Part 1 was kind of that. Just the Mission Impossible poster, I had to have this one. It was pretty cool looking. Yeah, for an entertaining movie. Again, this was another poster I got. It was an entertaining movie. I liked everybody involved. And it was just pretty cool to have a poster like this. Another one of my favorites is for Fast and Furious 6. Picture of Dom in that car. Because Fast 6 really changed the game. Well, first Fast 5 did. And then Fast 6 did, and they introduced Statham at the end, which got me so amped that you got Jason Statham to be in it. I enjoy these movies. Well, the later ends. I didn't care for the first couple, but these were entertaining. You know what to expect with a Fast and Furious movie. Alright, Days of Futures Past was a great X-Men movie. And it was a cool poster. Rampage, entertaining movie. Cool poster. I think I didn't have to pay for this one. I got this at an awesome con. First Captain America one. This was entertaining. They got better as they progressed, but it being the literally first Captain America movie in quite some time. Chris Evans was good in it. It was entertaining. It was a cool poster. 22 Jump Street. This movie is absolutely hilarious. And yeah. Enough said. It was just a cool poster. This is for the latest Captain America that came out. It was entertaining. I thought it was a cool looking one with the Hulk's hand. Had to get this one. It was a cool looking poster. Pretty good Liam Neeson flick. Saw this in theaters. It was when he's on a streak of having all these top action movies over the top. But for what it was entertaining. It was a pretty cool poster to get. Angel Has Fallen. It was a great Gerard Butler action flick. It continues the third one in the Has Fallen trilogy. There's supposed to be a fourth one coming. Entertaining flick. One of the first few Deadpool posters I ever got was for the original. And this one I got after the fact, because this one was just pretty funny looking. Alright, London Has Fallen is my favorite out of the Has Fallen trilogy. This is just Gerard Butler just going a rampage in London. High body count, awesome one-shot sequence, a raid sequence, just awesome. Great movie. Literally, that's what you get, bloody hell. But yeah, great movie. The next Deadpool poster. Yep. Enough said. Uncharted, this is the video game movie. I enjoyed this one. It was entertaining. Played the games, loved the appearance by Nolan North in it. Cool poster. Yeah. This one I didn't think I was going to get this one. This is pretty funny. Another Deadpool and Wolverine poster. Another also one of my top ones, the Infinity War poster. I got this off the Disney Movie Insiders. I was able to get this one. This was just a sick poster. Entertaining prequel, sequel for 300 Rise of Empire was a cool poster. Jack Ryan Shadow Recruit. It's a pretty cool movie. Entertaining movie. Cool poster. Matrix Reloaded. The Matrix franchise has a really special place in my heart. It was a lot of my first R-rated movie I ever watched at home was the original Matrix. First R-rated movie I saw in theaters was the Matrix Reloaded. This is a picture of the twins that my dad and I used to quote all the time. Especially when we were in a very long car ride and having to deal with somebody annoying in front of us. Pretty good Michael Bay action flick. The drone parts were a little that, but it was a cool movie and it was a cool poster. Another John Wick one. This was a sick one, so I had to get this one. Him versus everybody. Yes, Team America. Yep. Matrix Revolution. So-so movie. Cool poster. Has some cool elements in it, but could have been better. It's kind of a downer, but luckily the latest one that came out, redeemed it a little bit because they didn't kill off my two favorite characters. Oppenheimer, yes. Love Christopher Nolan. This was a great movie. I was so happy it won all the Oscars it did. And with Christopher Nolan's new movie coming out next year, I might need to get that poster because that one's going to be pretty big too. But yeah, got this one pretty good, good deal too. And the last one in the Has Fallen, the original Olympus, great action movie, better than White House Down. Another expendable one. This is just a Stallone. Stallone's my favorite, one of my favorite action guys. Like him as the action guy, not so much as person, but still pretty cool nonetheless. Inception, one of my all-time favorite movies. This is one of my first few posters I ever got. Was for Inception. I love this movie, and this was a really cool poster for a fantastic movie. Cool poster, but the more you watch it, the more it kind of gets like bad. This is one of my least favorite Mission Impossible ones. Like, sure, it had some cool moments, but the more I watched, the more I just hated it. Cool poster though. Yeah, another Matrix Reload one of this Neo. Poster came like was designed that way to cut off the top of the heads. I guess they didn't really figure that one out, but they did it for almost like all the Matrix Reloaded ones. I enjoyed this Transformers one for what it was. It was entertaining. It was hilarious. Just fun. It was a cool poster. Another Deadpool one. You can kind of see the trend here. Cold Pursuit, a hilariously funny, dark comedy action flick with Cold Pursuit. It started to turn to a part where I wasn't expecting it to, and it just made it that much more hilarious. Fast 5, such an awesome flick. Awesome flick, and that's what really changed the game for the Fast and Furious movies. This is such a great movie. And a cool poster. And I believe that is all my posters I have in this portfolio. So this is part 1. I'm going to be filming part 2 very shortly. And then I'm going to be getting these both uploaded onto the channel. But again, these are all cool. I have about 70 or so plus posters. And I believe the portfolio thing was, forgot the name of it, but I can put it in the description of the chat. But if you have posters that are 27 by 40, or anything in that size range, and you want to be able to put them in store them in a place that keeps them safe, protective, this is the best way to go. So I'll put the description in the chat of the portfolio I have. But again, those are all my posters I have in this thing right now. I'm going to be filming my other one in just a sec. So for everybody that's checking out this thing, make sure you click the like and subscribe button to our YouTube page at the Entertainment Enthusiast 365. So follow, like, a simple like and subscribe really helps us out. The Entertainment Enthusiast means A, doing a great job, and to keep doing what we're doing, and B, gets us close to our bonus goal of getting monetized. And again, we can cross that bridge when we get to it. But again, to help us out, if you're a already subscriber, thank you. But tell your friends, family, everybody you know to follow, to check out the channel, see what great content we got. We got a ton of great stuff. But again, simple like, subscribe really helps us out, the Entertainment Enthusiast, and to help you out, click the notification bell bottom right corner of the screen, let you know, hey, there's a new video out, like a upload like this, the collectors, anything that we have uploaded and that will be uploaded. If you have the bell clicked, you're gonna be notified there's a new video up. And Twitch, follow us on Twitch to see all of our EE Play segments, hang out with us live, chat with us live, questions. If you can't catch us there live, no worries. I download the videos, upload them to the YouTube page, so you have 2 different avenues to check out our content. So again, follow us on Twitch, follow us on click the like, subscribe on our YouTube page, and click the notification bell at the bottom right corner of your screen. Before I go, I ask you a quick question. Have you been entertained? If not, tune in next time.